Hello, this is Dr. Eduardo D'Alessandro from Brazil. This is a video comment for our 11th week of the PPCR to 2021, and we've been studying ANOVA, analysis of variance, and I would like to talk about what to do when the ANOVA test turns out to be significant. Well, ANOVA is able to detect differences among two or more groups by comparing their means plus the variance within and between groups. But it won't be able to identify which group or groups were responsible for the differences. So, a post hoc test must be run in order to better understand what is happening. So the choice of such test must consider a few aspects. Most of them are related to the trade-off between type 1 and type 2 errors, and also related to the contrast that one intends to do. So if your intention is to analyze simple contrasts, meaning a comparison between any two groups, one could choose Tukey's or Newman-Coles. Well, Tukey will provide a lower rate of type 1 at the expense of power, and thus an elevated risk of type 2 errors. Newman-Coles will give you the opposite profile, and thus will be more fitted to situations where type 1 errors are tolerated, instead, for instance, an exploratory study. Another difference between these two is that the Tukey's can deal with unequal group sizes, whereas the Newman-Coles demands equal group sizes. Now, if your intention is to have complex contrasts, meaning that a combination of groups will be compared against another combination, then your options change to Scheffey, Bonferroni, or Dunnett tests. The Scheffey test presents a higher risk of type 1 errors, and this test will execute multiple contrasts until no difference is found. So, despite the elevated risk of type 1 errors, it is quite powerful and thus presents a lower profile of type 2 errors. This test, Scheffey, also needs equal group sizes. The Bonferroni test will prevent the alpha inflation, so fewer type 1 errors are expected. But one must predefine which contrast will be tested, so this will be only suited in situations where previous knowledge is somewhat well established. And also, Bonferroni needs equal group sizes. The last option that we have is the Dunnett test, which is a powerful test because it will contrast the independent variables or combinations of them against the control group itself, instead of comparing it against the group means. So we will have a lower type 2 error profile. Well, these were the tests that we've been studying this week. I hope you enjoy. See you next week. Bye bye.